this element, that can be given by deleting this row and this column, and that resultant is given by 2 into 2 4 minus 3 into 1, that is 3, is equals to 1. That is the first cofactor element C11. Now find C12, that is the element of second cofactor element. Minus 1 raised to, for that we take minus 1 raised to 1 plus 2, that is stand for first row and the second column, and that can be solved by minus 1 raised to 1 plus 2, that is minus 3, and minus 1 raised to 3, that is nothing but minus 1, and minor of this element, that is 1 3 3 2, is equals to minus into solution of this matrix can be given cross product 1 into 2 2 minus of the 3 into 3, that is minus 9, and 2 minus 9, that is minus 7, and again minus, so minus minus plus, or here we get the 7. C13, that is the cofactor of first row and third column, can be found by this equation, minus 1 raised to 1 plus 3 into minor of M13, that is given by this deleting third column and first row, and we will get the result determinant 1 2 3 1, and this can be solved by cross product 1 into 1 1 minus 3 into 2, that is minus 6, is equals to minus of 5. Now find the second row and first column, that is the C12 entry, is equals to minus 1 raised to 2 plus 1 into minus of minus of 2 1 element, that is that can be found by deleting second row and first column, and the resultant matrix determinant is given 3 1 1 2. Here minus is come from this minus 1 raised to 2 plus 1, and solve this determinant by cross product of these two things, that is minus 6, and cross product of these two, that is 1, and by solving we get the minus 5. Now find the C22 cofactor of 2 2 element, the second row and second column, that can be found by minus 1 raised to 2 plus 2 and into minus of that element, minus of C22 minus of 2 2 element, that can be found by cancelling second row and second column, and the given determinant 2 1 3 2, that can be easily see that the solution. C23, that is the cofactor of second row and third column, this can be found by this equation, minus 1 raised to 2 plus 3 into minor of that element, minor of 2 3 element, that is find by cancelling first third row and second column, and that minus 1 come from minus 1 raised to 2 plus 5, and this determinant deleting after this row and column, and the resultant value 2 into 1, that is minus 2 minus 3 into 3, that is minus 9, is equals to 7. Now we want to find the C3, that is C31 element, that is the cofactor of third row and first column, is equals to minus 1 raised to 3 plus 1 into minor of that element, can be given by deleting first column and third row. The resultant determinant 3 1 2 3 can be found by simplify this determinant, 3 into 3 9 minus 2 into 1, that is minus 2, is equals to 7. Now find C32, that is the cofactor of third row and second column, is given by the equation minus 1 raised to 3 plus 2 into minor of that element, and minor of that element can be given by deleting the second column and third row. It will be given by minus into determinant 2 1 1 3 is equals to minus 6 minus 1 is equals to nothing but minus 5. And finally we find the last cofactor element C33 is equals to minus 1 raised to 3 plus 3 into minor of that element, can be given deleting the third row and third column, is equals to 2 into 3 1 into 2 3 1 2. That can be solved by cross product of 2 into 2 4 minus cross product of these two things, that is 3, and resultant C33 is 1. Now write all these elements C11, C12, C13, C23, C22, C23, C31, C31, C33 in the one cofactor matrix C, and the resultant matrix C is 1 7 minus 5 minus 5 1 7 7 minus 1 and 1, and that is the cofactor matrix. Now we want to find the adjoint, and adjoint can be find by the equation adjoint of A is equals to transpose of the cofactor matrix, and transpose we want to transpose of cofactor matrix. For that, interchange the row and column of this cofactor matrix, and that is the first in the cofactor matrix the 1 7 minus 5, and the transpose of that first row is 1 7 minus 5, and transpose of this second row minus 5 1 7, that is minus 5 1 7, and the third row 7 minus 5 1. After transpose, the entries become 7 minus 5 1 in the column. This is the adjoint of the matrix A. Now we use the equation A inverse is equals to adjoint of A upon determinant of. This is the equation to find the inverse by determinant method. Put the value in this equation. Adjoint of A that we find in the previous slide, that is the 1 minus 5 7 7 1 minus 5 and minus 5 7 1. Put this value in adjoint of A, and upon determinant of A, that is the we already find, that is the 18, and the resultant A inverse, that is the nothing but 1 upon 18 into the whole matrix A 1 minus 5 7 7 1 minus 5 and minus 5 7 1. So this is the required result, inverse of the matrix A. So here we seen that how can we find the inverse by the determinant method. Now we introduce one more method, that is the Gauss-Jordan method, and we also known as the elementary transformation method, because in this method we use the row transformation, and that's why we also known this method as the elementary transformation method. In this method we write this equation A is equals to IA from the given matrix, and converted the first matrix A into the identity matrix, and corresponding transformation doing in the I matrix, and that I matrix converted into the another matrix, and that matrix is the inverse of the matrix. And here observe that the one thing, we will take identity matrix I is the same dimension of the matrix A. For example, if we choose if we have the matrix A of 3 by 3, so we have to choose identity matrix of 3 by 3. Let one example. Find the inverse of the matrices matrix by the Gauss-Jordan method, and the matrix is given A is equals to 2 3 4 4 3 1 1 2 4, and we want to find the inverse of that matrix by using Gauss-Jordan method. So first of all, we write this equation A is equals to IA using the matrix, and we know the value of matrix A, that is 2 3 4 4 3 1 1 2 4 is equals to same here write the identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, that is the 3 by 3 identity matrix into A, and we will transform this matrix into the identity matrix and corresponding doing operation and this identity matrix, and this matrix we don't change any in this matrix, last matrix A. So first of all, we converted this matrix A into the identity matrix. For that, here we must have the 1, but here still the element 2, and for the converting this element into 1, we interchange this first row into the third row, and after converting these two rows, the matrix became 1 2 4 4 3 1 and 2 3 4, and corresponding same operation doing here, interchange the third row into the 1 and 1 row to the third. Now we converted this matrix into the identity matrix. For that, we must have here 0 and this entry also 0. For that, we multiply this first row into -4 and add into the second row, and also doing simultaneously second operation, multiply this first row into the -2 and add to the third row, and the result became 1 2 4 0 -5 -15 0 -1 and -4 is equals to, we also use same operation here. So after doing operation, this operation R12 -4 and R13 -2, identity matrix also became in this form 0 0 1 0 1 -4 and 1 0 -2. Now converting this -5 entry into the 1, so for that, divide this second row into the -1 by 5. So after dividing second row by -5, the resultant matrix is given by this matrix 1 2 4 0 1 3 0 -1 -5, and simultaneously we doing operation in the this matrix, and this matrix is become 0 0 1 0 -1 by 5 4 by 5 1 0 -2. I repeat again, we don't change in this matrix. Now we want here 0. For that, we multiply this second row by 1 and add just into the second row, third row. So after adding the second row into the third row, the result is given third row 0 0 -1, and same doing operation in this matrix 1 -1 by 5 and -6 by 5 is the resultant after the doing operation, row operation. Now we need here 1 for the identity matrix. So converting this entry into the 1, for that we multiply the third row by -1. The result is given by the third row 0 0 1, simultaneously doing operation here. So -1 1 by 5, third entry 6 by 5 is given after the doing operation. Now we want the identity matrix here. For that we want to change this 2 4 3 into the 0 entry. For that, doing operation, first of all R3 2 -3, that means multiply third row by -3 and add into the second row, and same simultaneously operation we doing R3 1 -4, that means multiply third row by -4 and add into the first row. So the resultant matrix is given by 1 2 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Simultaneously changes are there in this matrix. Now still we have here 2, but we need the identity matrix. For that we doing operation R21 into -2, means multiply second row by -2 and add into the first row, and the result matrix is given by this matrix. Now we observe that the first matrix A is totally converted into the identity matrix, and corresponding operation doing here, and we will get the another matrix here, and this matrix is nothing but the A inverse of the matrix A. So that is the answer. A inverse is equals to -2 4 by 5 9 by 5, 3 -4 by 5, -14 by 5, -1 1 by 5, 6 by 5, and that is the required solution. And here we seen in this method how we can find the A inverse of the matrices using the Gauss-Jordan elimination, and also known the transformation method. Now one thing arise in your mind, what is the importance of this